Bienvenidos a Carpod episode number 1. This is just an idea that I brewed up today because I was like, you know what? I always wanted a podcast. I enjoy talking in the car because it's like
a candid conversation.
It's candid and it's casual and you just say whatever comes out of your ass. So we were talking about how like when we started YouTube, Natty, she started in 2007 or 2008.
Yeah.
I think it kind of just morphed into like makeup,
beauty, and then vlogging. As I got older, makeup wasn't a priority for me.
Yeah.
So it became more travel related, more like vlogging.
YouTube has changed so much and we were just talking about people who have done really well. One, I do think that consistency is really important.
Yeah, I agree.
And good content. For a very small percentage of successful YouTuber, that has been what has grown them. But the vast majority of people who get really successful is trending content. That's number 1 for sure. And number 2 is people that are pretty to look at.
Yeah.
People,
even if they're not like super talented, you know, it's just like a good movie. If you see an actress, even though she's not the best actress, you kind of want to check it out just because the actress is in there.
And there's a few YouTubers that I follow because, you know, they're pretty to look at. You feel like you want to strive to look like that, but then I catch myself stopping myself because I'm like, am I basing my identity or my style or my way of communicating or like my personality based on what I'm seeing online? Which I feel like it's something that a lot of people don't realize, that as you're watching all these YouTubers or shows, it shapes who you are. It shapes how you want to be. And I've caught myself a lot of times, like even in my videos, I'm like, I'm trying to be all funny. I'm like, but I'm not that funny sometimes. I'm just like me. I find myself trying to be that I see online to try to get the audience to like me or like stay or to watch.
That's actually why I kind of stopped doing YouTube for a while, because I felt like I had to be super funny, otherwise people wouldn't like want to watch my video. But sometimes I was naturally funny and other times I was like, oh, today I'm not that funny.
Yeah.
So I felt like that stopped me from creating content. And you do get in your head subconsciously too, because like I didn't realize that until like now. I needed to be this way or I needed to be that way, or I'm not funny enough, or I'm not that pretty enough, or people don't subscribe to me because I don't have these stunning blue eyes, you know?
Yeah. My bangs are really ugly, sorry. To each their own, you know? I have been fortunate to catch myself before I went on this like super black hole of like trying to change who I am so the internet likes me. Trying to like just catch myself and be like, you know, just be you. Fuck it. My channel is dying, so that's okay. And like whoever's watching is watching because they give a shit. Oh shit. Bro,
where did that guy just come out from?
He had a death wish.
I'm telling you, New York is...
that guy just jumped in front while we
did.
Why
it was
the
green
lights
too.
were green, yeah. I'm gonna make a series called Car Pods.
Oh, that's funny.
Instead of podcasts. Okay. Natty and I are also, well, we were kind of like full-time YouTubers in a sense. I actually took a year, you guys know that. I actually took 1 year to do YouTube full-time. And did you ever take time to do
I
that?
did it part-time. I think I kind of hesitated going into the corporate world when I was like right out of college, because I really wanted YouTube to kick off for me and for me to really work with brands and get partnerships and deals and work collaboratively and creatively, but that didn't work out for me. So
I think it definitely did work out for her because through YouTube she learned so much creative aspects of like how she creates content, and now the work she does. Can I say what you do?
I work for a hair care brand, and I do a lot of content creation and social media marketing. So it's kind of funny, like while YouTube didn't really work out for me, I felt like I took the skill sets that I learned by like learning how to edit into my today, you know, my job today.
From YouTube, you found a second calling that was even bigger than YouTube.
Yes.
Because you're able to tell other people's story through photos, and she has like a photography page which I'll link below. I think it's important to realize that if one thing doesn't work out for you, it's because it's leading you to another thing.
100%.
And for me, the longest time, I say this so much, I started basing my self-worth so much on YouTube because I created this identity of who I was based on being a YouTuber and like a beauty blogger, and like I was like, I want to be like Michelle Phan, and if I don't get there, I'm not successful. And the thing is that yeah, it's good to have a goal and strive to something, but at the same time, I feel like created my world around that, and then I could not get myself out of shifting my mentality or changing my opinion of myself because I was like, I'm not getting views, I'm not growing. Why is this girl, like, she's not entertaining, she has no personality. Like, I found myself negatively talking about other people because I was jealous. I was very jealous that, you know, this person that started with me at the same time or whatever, they blew up and they're doing so great. And I'm I'm like, oh, but it's because she has big boobs. And like, I caught myself doing that. And I was like, honey, you need to fucking stop. Like, that's toxic. It's really toxic to myself, my mental health, and also to those around me.
Now that we're a little older than when we started YouTube, like I was like 18, 19.
Yeah.
Now I'm 31. I can't believe I'm 31, but now I'm 31.
30s club!
Oh,
sorry, sir.
Sorry, thank you.
Look how pretty that park is.
Go straight. I get into the mindset of, oh, this person gets a lot of views because they're gorgeous. When I look at who I watch, not even, I mean, some of them are gorgeous, of course, and some of them is just because, wow, they have like such a great personality. Wow, they have such a great like attitude towards life.
Yeah.
Or wow, they're so talented in like organization.
Yeah.
So it's like, I have to remind myself, not everyone's gonna watch or not watch me. Does that make sense? Not everyone's not gonna watch me because I don't have these sunny blue eyes, but maybe they're here for something else. Something else, like what you said in your recent videos about, you know, your journey in life. And I read that comment that girl left. The beautiful comment that she was like, maybe your purpose on YouTube is to document your journey. And I love that. And that's such a beautiful comment.
That comment touched me. That comment touched me so much because I was like, you know, I give myself perspective. Sometimes I was like, okay, what if I had 1 million views for a video? What if I had 1 million subscribers? What if I blew up? My channel would not be as purposeful.
Yeah. Because
sometimes I look back and I was like, I don't think I can deal with 1 million people criticizing me.
Right.
Like, I am such a like softie. Like, I get hurt by what people say, and I know that people will have their opinion. And for me, right now, I feel really grateful that I get like 1,000 people watching that
are valuable.
Yeah.
I feel like you know what? It's
quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah.
100%. You have individuals that are there listening, not just watching to watch. Yeah. And I think that's so much more valuable. And like you said, even if YouTube isn't like what you're meant to do in life, it's maybe like that girl's comment. Part of it is to document your journey and share that with other people. You know, one of your videos, the one about leaving your job and then going back, and how maybe that could be a little bit embarrassing, and then moving out and back to your parents' house. I was like, that is me, because I didn't move out of my parents' house till 28, and a lot of people, I used to be embarrassed of saying that.
I don't think you should. Yeah, no.
I used to be so embarrassed, and I'm like, not because I wasn't working or being like a bum at home. It's because I was saving money. Yeah, it's a stigma, like you have to leave after college. But I'm like, no, you don't. Especially, I think, like in some Hispanic cultures, Asian cultures, or like, you know, Middle Eastern cultures, I feel like you stay with your parents a lot longer than in American culture, and I felt embarrassed of that.
I used to too. I used to be like, oh my god, why am I still living at home? I used to date people and be like, yeah, I live in my apartment. You know, technically it was my own apartment because I live by myself, but I still was renting and living in my mom's house.
Why is there like an embarrassment? I felt like I contributed to my mom's rent, so it's not like I was there living free, but I felt embarrassed that I was living at home. I don't know why.
I know why. It's the stigma around being over 21 and living at home. That, you know, this thing that we see in social media, the consumerism society that we live in the Western world, that you need to get that beautiful apartment, you need to get that freaking bomb-ass car, that bomb-ass job, and you gotta be independent, and everything in the US is sold to you as, you know, independence is value. Independence is you made it. The American dream is you own your own house, you own your own car, you live by yourself, you have a penthouse, and you make $1 million a year. That's what they sell you, and I feel like social media now makes it so much worse. With
influencers, like, right?
Yeah. Like, all they show is the good stuff.
All they show is the good stuff, and they can afford, some of them, not all of them, they can afford to move out a lot sooner than people that are just doing the regular thing and finding, like, sending out their applications for jobs. And that's the true struggle. The majority of people don't just have brands throwing themselves like at them, giving them money. Because that wasn't happening to me. I was like, well, realistically, struggling to find a job. Like, yeah, I went to college, but 1 million people went to college, you know? Like, even if you didn't go to college, the reality is not everyone's gonna have brand deals being thrown at them and be financially okay to move out at 22. Yeah. It's just not the reality.
Yeah, and also for anybody who's like young watching this, I don't have a lot of young viewers, but if you are somebody who encounters young people in your life that say, I want to be an influencer or YouTuber, can you smack them for me? Like, can you just
that is not a real job. It happens if it happens, but it's not like
even if you blow up, like even if I blew up, I still would have another side hustle outside of YouTube.
Of course, you have to.
Like YouTube was my hobby that turned into my side hustle that I wanted to make my full-time job so that I can create another side hustle. Honestly, I have no problem saying that I have a job and I work corporate and I have a 9-to-5 because bitch, you know what? I have health insurance. I get a 401k.
That's another. There's a stigma between having a 9-to-5. Oh, you're stuck in that 9-to-5. Like
9-to-5 is great. I get my evenings to myself.
That is true.
When you own your business, you're in there 24/7. You're working. There's no me time.
Yeah, people glorify being an entrepreneur, but that's a lot of freaking work.
I'm like the worst friend. I'm like, hey, let's have a conversation while you're driving. But we were talking anyway, so I was like, we might as well record this. I'm actually really interested in knowing your perspective. Like, what do you think about the whole entrepreneur
versus like 9-to-5, right?
Yeah, like what are your thoughts? Where are you, and what would you choose if you had a choice? You know, if I had a choice, I would like a 9-to-5 that is my own business.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be my choice.
Be successful enough that you have other people kind of like to manage the business.
And that takes time to build. Like for me, starting this business, the legal aspect of it fucking makes me shit my pants. I shit you not, I shit my pants every time I think about having to trademark, like filing the LLC.
You say that because when I do start my photography business,
yeah,
when I looked at what you need for like just legally, I'm
so
like,
much.
oh my god,
it's overwhelming. And I feel like finance and legal, they purposely make everything more complicated so that you don't know how to do it, so that you have to hire people, which finance is number one of that fucking scam. Like
100%.
Oh my god, if you guys ever took in finance class, you know what I mean. I think I really enjoy this. Let me know if you guys enjoyed these car pods. I don't know, maybe I'll make it a thing. It's fun.
You should.
I think it's really fun.
Do it. But you can't be the one driving.
No, I can't drive because I can't think and I can't do two things at the same time. I was just like, okay, next time I think I'm gonna like, when COVID is not a thing, like we can sit in the car and eat.
Yeah.
And then chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were gonna do it on the streets, but it's cold. It's like 30 degrees today, so I'm like, nah, it's okay. We got 25 minutes to kill to the plant shop, so we might as well talk and vlog it. I hope you guys enjoy this little car pod. Go follow Nerdy! And give this video a thumbs up. All right, so see you guys later. Bye!